It's Waking Up with Whitney on K103, and it's time to check in with Jimmy Carter, powered by Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors and Coating, with offices in Cape and Marion. Go with Reynolds, and hey, Jimmy.
Hey, good morning, good morning. You know, songwriters are so important. Obviously, nothing happens unless they write the song, and we don't get to hear all this great music. Well, a few songwriters have died in the last little bit, and here's one of them I knew, J.D. Souther. He wrote New Kid in Town, Best of My Love, Heartache Tonight, and How Long for the Eagles.
Oh, wow.
The Heart of the Matter was one of his with Don Henley and a bunch of other songs. J.D. Souther, who lived in Nashville some of the time, was 78 years old. Billy Ed Wheeler has died. I was embarrassed that I didn't know his name, but he wrote songs like Coward of the County for Kenny Rogers and Jackson, which is a song done by everybody. You know, we got married in a fever hotter than a pepper sprout.
That's a great line.
That's the name of his book, too, Hotter Than a Pepper Sprout. Billy Ed Wheeler was 91, and boy, did he write some classics. And then there's Will Jennings, who's died at age 80. He wrote songs like Up Where We Belong, Tears in Heaven, My Heart Will Go On for Celine Dion, Higher Love, Roll With It. Let's see, Looks Like We Made It for Barry Manilow, I'll Never Love This Way Again for Dionne Warwick. Is that crazy? Please Remember Me for Tim McGraw. And then, of course, the big one was My Heart Will Go On. He won an Oscar for this one. #1 around the world for Celine Dion, multiple Grammys, and Oscar for Song of the Year. Will Jennings was 80 years old. Boy, that's a lot of powerful songwriters right there.
Yeah.
And real songs, too, you know, real meaty songs
Sure.
that have lasted for decades, actually. George Strait's got a new album out. Tony Brown was the producer. They're going to do a documentary right now, I guess, soon, on Tony Brown. Tony started out as a piano player for Elvis. He went on to be president of MCA Records in Nashville and longtime producer for George Strait and Reba McEntire. Mm-hmm. The Rascal Flatts rumor is still around. Nothing new about it, but it's definitely heated up on Instagram and got people looking and going and all that stuff. So it was definitely a trial. We'll see if they're working on something behind the scenes. I bet they are.
I bet they are.
And Randy Travis, you know, he still can't sing. He can talk a little bit. Mm-hmm. And they're doing these shows called More Life. And they must have worked this fall because they've scheduled a slew of them for the rest of this year and next year. And they're all over the place. So you have to check Randy's website to see which one's close to you, because they're almost close to everybody. Mm-hmm. What they do is Randy Travis's original band with singer James Dupree, who sings exactly like Randy.
Okay.
And then Randy's on stage with his wife Mary, and they're talking and singing and doing all that. And the fans must like it. So they're going to do a lot more of them. Yeah, the Randy Travis music was great.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
And we love him and feel bad about what all's happened to him, but he's still, you know, he's not a quitter. So
definitely
it's
not.
an ingenious way to keep the fires burning.
You know, he's just one of those, like, anytime you hear a song, you're like, oh, I forgot about that song. That's so good, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was just so many, you know, mm-hmm. and he wants to sing them so bad,
I know.
You know, but he just can't. But that James Dupree can, see, he's like Ronnie McDowell is for Elvis. It's just, wow, you just like you're hearing Elvis.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're hearing Ronnie McDowell. Mm-hmm. All right. By the way, Oprah doing that special for Presley's. It's called an Oprah special, The Presleys, Elvis, Lisa Marie, and Riley. She's doing the first big interview she's ever done for Riley Keough. So they've done it at Graceland. They've already done it, running October the 8th on CBS.
Okay, nice. Jimmy, today is National Cheeseburger Day.
Yes, I'm having one.
What is something you will never, ever put on a cheeseburger?
Ketchup.
What?
Yeah, I don't like ketchup on my cheeseburger. I mean,
do you not like ketchup, period, or just that on your cheeseburger?
No, I like it on French fries, and that's it.
That's it.
I'm a mustard man.
Okay, all right.
And an A1 steak sauce man, too. But on cheeseburger, I got one today I'm planning to be lettuce, tomato, and a little mustard, and that's it.
That's it.
And a well-done piece of meat. That's another thing. I don't want it still mooing at me. No.
Well, you enjoy your cheeseburger later today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Jimmy. That is your Jimmy Carter update, powered by Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors and Coating, with offices in Cape and Marion. Go with Reynolds.